So what's the laziest way to start a profitable dropshipping store in 2025 and still make over $100 a day fast? I've coached over 30,000 students, and the ones who scale fastest aren't working harder. They're letting AI do 90% of the work. That's why today, I'll show you how lazy dropshippers build stores in minutes with AI, copy products that are already selling, and boost profits instantly, all while doing 90% less work. Where I'm gonna be breaking down how you can hit your first $100 plus a day without wasting weeks tweaking stores, testing random products, or burning cash on bad ads. Step 1, build your store using AI. Forget spending hours on logos, themes, and product pages, because in 2025, AI does this for you in minutes, not months. Basically, here's the brutal reality. Most people spend 2 to 3 weeks building their dropshipping store from scratch. They waste countless hours on small details that easily could have been done in minutes. And by the time that they finally launch, they're already burnt out and haven't even made a single sale. But you want to know how it gets worse? Even after all that work, 90% of manually built stores convert poorly because they're based off of guesswork and not data. You might spend weeks perfecting what you think looks good, only to discover that customers hate your layout, your copy doesn't convert, and your checkout process drives people away. Meanwhile, your competitors who started after you are already making sales because they use smarter systems. This is where the AI store builder changes everything. Because instead of guessing what converts, you get a store built using data from thousands of successful stores. First, it writes all your product descriptions, creates your homepage copy, and even generates customer reviews, all optimized for conversions. Second, it handles every technical detail that usually takes hours to complete. So what traditionally took 2 to 3 weeks now happens in under 10 minutes, where the process is simple. You just enter in your basic information and choose your niche, select your homepage layout from professional templates, then watch as AI creates your complete store with products, descriptions, and sales features in real time. The results speak for themselves. These AI-built stores consistently outperform manually built stores because they're built on proven data and not guesswork. And if you want to actually see this in action and get your first AI-powered store launched this week, I'm running my Auto Ecom Challenge. Oh, and by the way, in this challenge, you can win up to $100,000. Once you join, inside you're going to be getting immediate access to the following. First, being able to launch your store in under 48 hours with my step-by-step guidance. Second, being able to skip months of trial and error by copying the exact AI systems that my top students use. And third, getting personal feedback to make sure that you're set up for real sales, not just another unfinished store. Now, the full details are in the description down below and spots are limited, so do not wait, and I'll see you on the inside. Now, this is the first must-have tool for the lazy system to work. I've also made a more detailed guide on how to set it up and link it with Shopify to smoothly integrate it into the system, and you can find the link to that guide at the very end of this video. And let me be clear about something. Being lazy in business doesn't mean being unmotivated. It means being efficient. It means looking for the path of least resistance that still gets you to your destination. Think about it like this. Would you rather spend 3 months manually building a store that might convert 1,000 people into customers, or use AI to build a professional store in 10 minutes that converts 4,000 people instead? That's the difference between 1% and 4% conversion. So the lazy choice is an obvious choice here. I've seen people spend weeks perfecting their logo, choosing the perfect color scheme, writing product descriptions, only to make 0 sales because they picked the wrong product. Meanwhile, the lazy entrepreneur finds a proven winner, uses AI to build the store, and starts making money while the perfectionist is still tweaking fonts. The lazy approach isn't about cutting corners. It's really just about cutting unnecessary work. So now that we got this limiting belief erased, let's get into the 3-step system that makes lazy people rich. You see, most beginners waste months on product research, scrolling through AliExpress and social media, hoping to stumble upon the next winning product. They'll spend hours analyzing random products, only to realize after testing that they picked something completely oversaturated or that simply doesn't convert. It's like throwing darts blindfolded and hoping that you hit the bullseye. But here's what makes it even worse. Even when you think that you found a promising product, you have no reliable way to verify its potential before investing your money and your time. You're essentially gambling with your capital, testing product after product while your competitors who started after you are already profitable because they knew which products were already working. This is where the lazy approach wins. Stop guessing and start copying what's already proven. Instead of randomly testing products, you want to use data that shows you what's currently selling well across multiple platforms. And here's the exact process on how to achieve this. First, you need to open up AutoDS and add the 1,000 to 10,000 like filter, as this is going to show you products that are getting serious engagement on TikTok and Facebook. Then secondly, click on the products with upward trending engagement graphs. Third, check the TikTok and Facebook comments for recent activity. And look for comments from today, not just total likes, as that's going to separate products that were hot last month from products that are hot right now. Fourth, verify pricing on Facebook ad library and Google to make sure that it's consistent across stores. Then finally, check for an AliExpress supplier that has over 5,000 plus units sold, 4+ star rating, and fast shipping options. The key is finding products that offer 3 to 7 day shipping instead of 30+ days from overseas suppliers. Fast shipping products convert at 300 to 400% higher rates because customers trust stores that can deliver quickly. So when you combine proven product data with fast fulfillment, you're starting with two major advantages that most dropshippers completely ignore. Now, I personally use and recommend AutoDS for this just because it's the most well-rounded and accurate product research tool currently available. And because you're watching my video, I have an exclusive offer for you with AutoDS, and you can find it right below this video where you'll get a 30-day trial with them for only $1 if you go ahead and use the link down below. Step 3, instantly boost profits with smart bundles. It's also where most beginners leave money on the table, because here's the thing. When you start dropshipping, it's important that you master one product before expanding your store. But this does present one problem: the average order value being relatively low, since again, you're only selling one product. But what if you could change that? What if you could get most customers to buy 2, 3, or maybe even 4 of the products that you're currently selling? This is where Kaching Bundle's quantity break becomes your profit multiplier. And let me go ahead and show you how it works real quick. Now, this is basically one of the easiest ways to increase your AOV or your average order value. So if we had a customer come into our store here, they would scroll through this listing, look at the product, and notice that it's currently on sale. Now, as you can see, the current price is $89.99, which is the current average order value because there's nothing incentivizing people to buy more than one. Now, if this person were to purchase 2 of these products, our average order value would then go up to $180. Now, this is the ideal result that we want to aim for, but how do we actually get them to purchase 2 instead of 1? Well, we want to incentivize them by offering a bundle deal. So if they buy 2, 3, or even more, they'll get an even better deal. So for example, instead of offering 2 for the price of $180, we'll offer a deal of $150 for a 2-pair bundle. Now, if we actually go ahead and add 2 of these products to the cart right now, you can see that the total price is still $180, which gives them basically no reason to purchase more. So what we want to do is add these bundle deals to our store. And I found that Kaching can be the best tool for it. The psychology behind this is simple. People love getting a deal when they buy more. So instead of selling one product for $35, you can offer buy 2, get 15% off, or buy 3 and save $20. Customers feel like they're getting a better deal, and you'll get a better return on your ad spend. Because here's the thing. Let's say that you spend $30 on ads to get one customer who will then spend $50 in your store, where you'll make $20 profit. But if you increase your customer's average order value to $80 instead of $50 just by introducing bundles, you'll make $50 of your profit for the same ad spend. That's a $30 increase per customer just by making one small change. But enough of the talk, let me show you how to actually do it and get it set up. So first off, down in the description, you'll see the first link being the Kaching Bundles Quantity Break. Once you click on the link, go ahead and install the app and then open it for your admin dashboard. From there, go ahead and click Add New Deal so that you can start creating your offer. Now, I already made the first 2 bundles just to save some time, but I will showcase how to do it with the last one. So first off, set the quantity of the bundle, aka how many products that the customer will get by purchasing. Then secondly, go ahead and edit the name and make sure that it's in plural. From here, go ahead and choose what type of discounts that you'd like to apply. I'll choose percentage, and I'll also recommend that you do the same. Now on the right, you can set the discount amount. I'm gonna go ahead and set it at 25%. Oh, and also make sure to copy this label to every bundle, as this lets the customers know how much they saved. Now once that's done, make sure to review everything so there's no mistakes. Looks all right to me, so let's go ahead and hit publish from the bottom right corner here. Now once it's done saving, it will say deal published, and you can preview it by clicking here. So this is going to take us directly to the product page. And if we scroll down, we can see that the bundles are now live and working. Now, another cool thing that Kaching includes is that if you click on one of these bundles, you can choose multiple variants through the bundle directly. And if we add those to the cart and go to the checkout, we can see that the discount is also displayed. Now, what I love about Kaching bundles is just how hassle-free it is to set up. You have no coding required. You just install it and use a simple builder to match your brand. You can even A/B test different bundles to see which one makes you more money. And the app will track all of that for you as well. The lazy framing here is perfect. It's like giving your store a 24/7 upsell assistant that never needs training, never takes a break, and consistently increases your average order value. So first off, down in the description below, you'll see the first link being the Kaching Bundles quantity discount. And if you take advantage of that link, you'll get 10% off your first month by using it. But here's the thing, all of this is useless if you don't have people visiting your store. So now, let me show you how to drive traffic the laziest way possible and still see huge surges of traffic to your store. Forget spending $500 testing Facebook ads before you even know if your product works. Lazy dropshippers grow organically first, then scale with paid ads once the product proves itself. Here's my 3-clip content model. Create one piece of content, then repurpose it across TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Use trending sounds and hashtags that are relevant to your niche. The algorithm favors content that uses popular audio. Then follow the PAS formula that I teach all my students. Problem, amplify, solution. Where you start by highlighting a specific problem that your audience faces. Amplify the emotional impact of that problem, then introduce your product as the perfect solution. From here, post consistently for your first week, at least once per day. The algorithm rewards accounts that post regularly. And here's the key. You want to engage authentically in the comments. This signals to the platform that your content creates genuine engagement. Every day on social media, people are actively discovering new products and making impulse purchases. So when you combine this organic traffic method with your conversion optimized store, your first sales typically will start happening within 24 to 72 hours. And hey, if you've been getting value from this video so far, then drop a comment down below with the word lazy and let me know what other online businesses that you've tried, comparing it to the one that I'm showing you today. And I personally read every comment, and I choose one person every week for a free one-on-one coaching call, where we will map out your dropshipping game plan and ensure that you get the success that you deserve. Now look, although everything that I shared here today does work, you still might be thinking that it sounds way too good to be true. And trust me, I get it. So to give you a little bit more confidence, let me share a quick story. My student Tommy, he was stuck in a construction job that he absolutely hated. He was skeptical about dropshipping, and he just wanted to see if he could make a single sale. But after implementing this AI-powered lazy system, he generated over $580,000 in sales in less than 6 months. And the best part? He did this while still working his day job, using only just 1 to 2 hours per day to invest in his online business. These aren't exceptional cases. They're what happens when you stop trying to do everything manually and start leveraging the right systems. Now, I know what you might be thinking. AC, this sounds great, but what's the catch? Well, here's the catch. The lazy approach doesn't mean no work, but rather smarter work. You still need to be consistent with content creation, you still need to test and optimize, and you still need to provide good customer service. But the biggest difference is that instead of spending 80% of your time on setup and 20% on growing your business, you're flipping that ratio, where you're spending 20% of your time on setup using these tools and 80% of your time actually growing. Now, some of you might be thinking, I don't even have enough money to get started. But you can literally get started with less than $20. The AI Store Builder and AutoDS, they both have free trials or low-cost entry points, especially when you use my links below this video. Then it comes to the next question of, well, what if I'm not tech savvy? That's exactly why these tools exist. They're designed for people who don't want to become web developers or spend months learning technical skills. So as far as I can see, you got 2 paths in front of you. You can keep watching random YouTube videos, trying to piece together information from 2020 that doesn't even work anymore, hoping that maybe someday you'll figure it all out. Or you could take the shortcut. You can use the proven system that I just laid out, with tools that will do 90% of the heavy lifting for you. But here's what I learned after coaching over 30,000 students, is that information without action is basically useless. You can watch every video, read every blog post, but none of that matters unless you actually implement what you learn. And the people who succeed aren't the ones with the most information, they're just the ones who take the most action. So if you're serious about building a real dropshipping business and not just collecting more information, I've created something special for you. I run a comprehensive one-on-one mentorship program where myself and my team guide you step-by-step through the entire process, no matter your experience level. Where you get weekly one-on-one coaching calls, access to my exclusive product research database, proven ad templates, and a private community of successful dropshippers. But most importantly, you get personalized guidance to ensure that you actually succeed instead of just watching more videos. And I'll be real, this program isn't for everyone. I only work with action takers who are serious about building a real business. So if that is you, then you can go ahead and apply for one of the limited spots available with the link right below this video. And before we wrap up, I want you to drop a comment down below and tell me, how would making an extra $100 per day change your life? Would it help you quit your 9 to 5? Would it help you pay off debt? Give you the freedom to travel? I already told you that I personally read every single comment and I love hearing about your goals and dreams. So let me know right down below. And remember, the opportunity in dropshipping has never been better for those who approach it the right way. While everyone else is stuck using outdated methods from 2020, you now have access to AI-powered tools that can compress months of work into minutes. So let me make something clear. The lazy approach isn't about being unmotivated. It's about being smart enough to use the right systems. With that being said, if you want to dive deeper into this method and see exactly how to set each of these tools up and more, step by step, then check out my beginner's guide video that I told you about earlier. You can see it on the screen right now, and it's also linked in the description below. So I better see you there. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.